Might be the team, might be the camp, might be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the rules.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans,
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. But right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The kick is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. First down carry by Elliott. And no room that
time, getting it to about the 46. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Draw play. Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Prescott stripped. Oh, it's Alex Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at Breeze in his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Elliott, the Cowboy ball.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
At the 8-yard line.
There's Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 3 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
Is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Cowboys 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Breeze now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. Now Pollard. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Prescott down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting addled.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is Harris. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
On the move to his left. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Harris. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Back to the air on second down. It's Brees. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints just continue to roll.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And the lead is now an even 30.
The kick is good.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brees. While the training staff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
47-yard line.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Prescott yet again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
For a save.
A good pickup there at 22.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
At the 37-yard line.
Keep going, keep running, man! They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
First and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.